Good morning, it's the 23rd of November and I just thought I would do some filming while I'm doing my meal prep. I still haven't found where my tripod went in the move, so I can't really show you too much while I'm doing it. But it's about 8:20. I went to the gym this morning at 6 o'clock, did my Kaylee Itzinas BBG workout, went food shopping straight after, which was amazing because the shop was empty. I normally go at busier times, and I just decided this morning that going at like 7 a.m. is going to be my time to shop because it's just 20 times better when you don't have to fight people in the aisles. Fight to get past them, you know what I mean? So I just bought a few things, not my full shopping, like I didn't buy anything for dinners, but I just needed to meal prep some lunches. So I've got these sweet potatoes, and they are covered in coconut oil, mixed herbs, curry powder, turmeric, cayenne pepper. I think that's it. And I'm just about to pop them in the oven. I'm making a big salad, so I have this ginormous container that I put my salads in. So I bought a ginormous stack of leaves, spinach leaves. This is what I bought food shopping. Let me see. I'm gonna cook this wholemeal penne pasta and put it in the salad. I bought some brown rice. I just like to have these in the cupboard in case I need some carbs, and like if I'm having a salad, and normally I haven't been putting pasta in it, so normally there wouldn't be a carb in it, and I just find having these brown rice cups are so good just for they're like $1 per cup, and it's just so convenient. I really like having that. I bought some hummus. This is the first time actually that I am buying like a ginormous tub of it, but I went through the little tub I bought in like 3 days, so I thought it's time. I also bought some Danish feta, which I'm obsessed with, and corn, just to make it a little bit sweeter and more interesting. And what else did I buy? I bought some lentils, but I haven't actually put these in a salad before. I've definitely obviously eaten lentils before, but I saw them. I was thinking of getting chickpeas, but then I saw these. I was like, oh, I'll just try the lentils. And then I also bought some Chobani Greek yogurt. I really like to eat the full fat version of things because often the low fat version have higher sugar, and this one is low in sugar. For a yogurt, it has 4.9 grams per serving. Some of them have like 20 grams, and you may as well not have it because it's not really healthy. So this one's also really high in protein for a yogurt. I had the Tamar Valley yogurt this week because when I went to Coles, they didn't actually have the Chobani. I went to Woolworths this morning. But I find the Chobani ones like the healthiest yogurt. So that's all I bought, and some bananas. And yeah, I've just been watching some of Evan Carmichael's YouTube videos. You guys probably already all know that I love his top 10 series. He gets together the top 10 rules of success from different actors, celebrities, entrepreneurs, people who are successful, and I watched Kristen Bell's while I was cutting up all of this, and I've just been in the middle of watching Rita Ora's. I always find, oh by the way, it's just like 10 little snippets of interviews and things they've done that kind of are like rules of success, and I always find female rappers and hip-hop artists have and male ones as well, they seem for me to have the most profound advice in a way. Though a lot of the actors, basically I'm always surprised by the things that some people come out with that are just so wise and interesting and insightful, and I love those videos, so I'm just going to keep watching them. Whoop, my water is boiling. I'm just going to keep watching them while I'm food prepping. So yeah, it's like 8:20, probably like 8:30 now, and then I'm going to have my breakfast, have some tea or have a shower and get dressed for the day, and then get to work on the blog post and email going out this weekend. I'm going to the Landmark Forum Personal Development Conference thingy tomorrow till Sunday. So I need to get that all scheduled in advance. And there's some other stuff I want to do as well relating to my online course for procrastinators called Get Out of Your Own Way. So I want to do that as well. I'm feeling super productive that I've already been to the gym and I'm already like got my meal prep underway. So yeah, it's a good day. I'm home alone today because Steve's working. So yeah, gonna be good. And I'll chat to you a bit later. It's midday, sorry, and I have put fake tan on, as you can probably tell, because I look like I've rolled around in the dirt, but I had been missing doing it and just thought that it would be nice to actually do it. And then I finished my stuff as well before that. You know, when you're just so pleased with yourself. Oh my god, I can't even lift this salad with one hand. This is the amazing salad that I made. I'm going to be adding like a protein sauce to it. I'm going to be having eggs and yeah, mainly just eggs, I think. This is the salad. I also like wear my pajamas or old pajamas when I'm fake tanning. But it has the, what am I saying? It has the penne pasta. It's like a wholemeal one. The leaves, the really nice sweet potato. It's got some red onion as well, corn, lentils, all of that I put in before. So I'm really looking forward to lunch, and I'm not super hungry yet, but I'm wanting to eat it just because I'm so excited. And I just like to add the feta as I'm eating it, like as I'm serving it up, because this salad will probably last me 4 or 5 serves. Like I do eat a big salad when I eat salad, and I just want to make sure that every time I get like a good serve of feta. So I just like to pop that on top. And yeah, I've just been sitting at my kitchen table. Also, Steve is such a cutie. I was saying yesterday I was super frustrated because not because of him, because the internet wasn't working, and it was just one of those days where you're just running around doing errands and nothing, doesn't feel like you make any progress. And I was making my desk, and then I just gave up. I got home and Steve was basically finished putting it together. So nice. So this is my desk. It's from Officeworks. It's not very sturdy. I got it because someone that I followed on Instagram for ages, her name's Erin, her Instagram's Harley Quinn and Co. She does beautiful typography and everything, and she's had some photos with a desk. She's Australian too, and I sent her a DM. I was like, hey, where do you get your desk? She was like, oh, I got it at Officeworks. And I also DM'd another Erin who's on YouTube, Erin May Henry, and because I liked her desk as well, and hers was from Officeworks too, but I think this one is just going to be a better fit. It's just super simple, and I mean, it was like, I don't know, $120 or something, so pretty cheap. But the reason I didn't spend more was because I couldn't find a simple desk that I liked that was better quality. So that's what I have chosen to get. I'm going to get a chair from IKEA, and I still need to sort out this office, but because I am away all weekend, busy all weekend, I'm just going to wait to do that until next week, probably on Monday or Tuesday. So that's where I'm at. And because of my fake tan, I'm just currently have this little towel set up so that I don't put fake tan anywhere. But it's a beautiful day. I also did my washing, and because it has been super weird weather lately, like it's been super sunny, and then wow, it's bright, super sunny, and then it would just be torrential rain, and then sunny, and then torrential rain. Today's one of those days, and it's super bright. Like, I don't know if you can see, it's really nice and sunny, but then there are still clouds looming. So instead of pegging my stuff on the line, I put it all on the old coat hangers, so that if I need to run out there, what's this? If I need to run out there, then I can do it like super quick and just sweep everything off the line. Because I know I get frustrated when I hang things up and then it rains, and then it like took bloody forever to hang things up. I'm like, well, now I've just unpegged it. That's my interesting life. Yeah, so I'm nearly finished the blog post. It's going to be going up this week, and it's about personal growth on a budget, how to, and also just like how to set up, I guess, your own personal growth journey. I think that there's so many amazing things out there, but it can get so overwhelming because there are so many people to follow, and there's so much amazing advice, and sometimes the advice is conflicting, or sometimes from having so much advice, it's not clear what to do first. So I sort of share a step-by-step process for, like, if I was starting from scratch, what I would do, like knowing what I know now about like setting up some kind of like structure, and like choosing who to follow, and then limiting that number of people so that there isn't much conflicting advice, like just for 90-day periods. And I talk about free resources versus paid resources, and the post is all about where to get the best free resources and how to get the most value from them. I'm hoping to do one about paid resources like coaching and programs, and because you guys asked me, like with self-coaching scholars, how did I choose to invest my money in that and different things. But for now, I know a lot of you guys don't have too much money to spend, though at the same time I think it's so important investing in your mental well-being, and to me that's more important than investing in clothes or investing in drinking or anything like that. Like, I want to put my money into my mental health and my mental well-being, just like I do my physical health. So to me it's super important, which is why I prioritize things like self-coaching scholars over things like buying new clothes. And yeah, I think there aren't many people that spend money on personal development stuff. So often it's kind of seen as like, you know, you'd only do that if you had spare money laying around. But if you want to invest, and in the post, I'll link it below because it'll be out when you see this, but in the post I talk about all the different like pros and cons of paid and free and all of that. And if you decide that it is actually going to be better for you to invest that money, then yeah, check the blog post out anyway. But I don't know where I was going with that, and I have been talking for ages, but I don't mind because I like watching people talking for ages. So yeah, I just think if it's something that you've been wanting to look into, personal growth, then, you know, it might be a good idea to invest some money in it. But then at the same time, I'm going to share how you can do it without investing heaps of money, or like basically I'm sharing how to do it for free. But yeah, there are benefits of paying for things. It's much more personalized. There's much better support usually, more accountability, all of that, which can help you get results and change faster and more easily. But there's definitely benefit in doing it yourself as well, and I've always done like a mix of both. So yeah, it's a long post, super, like before I was gonna say super pumped to write it. Before, I was just sitting at my desk, like the kitchen table, And I was just like, oh, how cool that I just get to sit here and write this. Like, I don't know. I just love creating the stuff that I'm creating, and I've been getting so many lovely emails from you guys about everything that I'm putting out, and I'm just so happy to be really consistent, and I can feel from that consistency that everything I'm doing is getting even better and even more helpful and even easier for me to create. I think often we have this idea that to do more we have to work harder, but at this point I feel like with like the help from Kit, my coach, and self-coaching scholars, and all of the work I've been doing, I feel as though I can now get myself to be way more productive and have it feel like less work, because procrastinating is super draining. Being indecisive is super draining. So when you can be focused and when you can really just, I don't know, hone in and start to really have that confidence in what you're creating, and also part of that is not getting validation from other people but getting the validation from yourself, and me being confident that I'm happy with it, instead of me needing to think like, will other people find it valuable? I'm sure they will, but I'm happy with it. So that's really all that I'm going by, and that makes me feel much more confident. And I think that if you rely on others and feedback, then it's really dangerous, especially as anyone who gets more successful gets more haters. And I'm also going to do a podcast episode. I got an email from Georgina, which I replied to this morning. She was saying like, should I start I've just started a YouTube channel, but should I start a podcast, and what's your experience been? And my advice really, and I get quite a few of these questions, so I just thought I'd mention it here, but I'm going to do a whole podcast ep on it because I'd love to chat about it. But if you have just started a project like YouTube, or like wow, it's so bright, or like a blog or podcast or anything creative, an Etsy store, whatever, you like, when you start you're so excited. Oh god, I'm so red. When you start you're so excited and everything seems like a possibility and you're really optimistic, and then usually that excitement wanes, things start to get challenging, and it's often at that point that we can be like, oh, what's that shiny thing over there? I'm going to go try that because that's exciting. And then we get to a point with that where we're like, oh, now it's getting challenging, I'm going to try and do something new that's exciting. And I think there's so much value in sticking with it and giving yourself a certain period of time. So I recommended to Georgina to take at least 3 months, but I recommend at least 6 really, to really commit to YouTube, because that's what she's already started. And only then, because she's saying her time was limited as well, so of course you could try podcasting as well, but I wouldn't recommend abandoning YouTube for podcasting. It's also slightly different because with my YouTube channel and podcast, I already had an established audience when I started both of those. But I just think if you've started something new, commit to it for a certain period of time without judgment and without evaluating whether or not it's working, because it's so easy to get prematurely disheartened. And it's such a shame for that to happen, because everyone just goes through that dip where you're not motivated, you're not getting results, and the dip can last bloody forever. I was in it for a few years. So I think that while it's tempting to try and figure out whether it's better to have a podcast or a YouTube channel or a blog, they will all work if you commit to them. So just choose something to commit to it for at least a solid period of time. If it's not working out, I wouldn't judge that though by the response from others. I would judge it from more of a creative standpoint. Then of course, it's hard to know when to abandon something and when to persist, but definitely within the first 6 months, always persist, in my opinion. And then after that, you can start to evaluate it. But I find if you're evaluating it when you're in that really early stage of it, it's so easy to give up before you should. Like, if I'd done that, I would have given up. Like, I was just so determined from all the podcasts I listened to that were like, it's gonna suck at the beginning, you will succeed if you persist. I just had in my mind, all I need to do is keep going, even though I was so sporadic with all my blog posts because I was just struggling with self-doubt so much. I never gave up, and I'm just so glad I didn't give up. So it's my little piece of advice for you. Yep, I'm gonna have some tea now. Just been loving having the Earl Grey. I'm just cutting laps here. The tea bag was under the laptop, and as I picked it up, it tried to escape. And I don't know if I've shared this here, but I had a horrible incident with a MacBook and a cup of tea, in which I spilled the cup of tea on the MacBook. So a house got broken into. This is in 2011 when I was living with 2 other girls. A house got broken into. My laptop got taken. I waited till I had my tax return. 3 months later, bought a new MacBook. That week, I got it. I spilled tea on it. I was listening to something or watching something in the kitchen. Like, hit the inside corner of my cup of tea. It went all over the keyboard. Because MacBooks do not have a thing, like, you can't screw off the back yourself. You need like a Mac technician, Apple technician. I don't know why they do that, because PC, you can take it off yourself. But anyway, so it just like burnt through the battery or whatever, like fried it. Took it to Apple. They said, nah, it's broken. Took it to Mac and PC doctors. They said, oh, it works. So funny. It works, but it could die tomorrow, it could die in 10 years, we won't know. Like, at some point, it'll just like... So I sold it on eBay. I sold it with the complete report from Mac doctors saying that it could die tomorrow. And I got half the price that I paid. So I was too scarred from that to buy a third MacBook. So I bought a HP laptop, which I got a MacBook again last year. So I had my HP one for 5 years. Anyway, trauma with tea and a MacBook. So I just nearly happened. But I still drink tea next to my Mac. Also, I have just seen, I'm very excited. Hopefully this is what I think it is. We're having internet issues, and they said they were going to send someone out. Oh my god, how nice is the lighting? Oh, what a great house for YouTube. And they've already sent someone out. That was yesterday. So that's exciting. Hopefully the internet works, because it works perfectly on my phone, but I'm still hotspotting. Anyway, I am going to leave it here, I think. I might just do a quick little update later, actually, because I am trying to get back into like a vlogging thing of giving a few updates. This is going to be a vlog, but I don't really care. Yeah.